MWIII here, and man, we got another banger for you guys today. In today's video, I give you my ranking for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 campaign. We just got done playing it on the first day of early access for it, since we pre-ordered the game, so we got it a week early here on November 2nd. If you haven't played it, I highly encourage you guys to do so. But let's get into the video so I can give you guys a better taste. Hey everybody, welcome into my campaign review of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Overall, the campaign was very mid. There weren't a ton of memorable missions here. I'm just going to get right into it. There's not a ton of memorable missions here. Honestly, out of the 3 campaigns in this series, Modern Warfare 19, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3, I would probably rate this campaign as being the worst of the 3. Now, while Modern Warfare 19's wasn't a crazy good campaign, it was cinematically well done, much like Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2's, but it had some memorable missions, especially at the end, involving Alex at the chemical plant. Now, Modern Warfare 2's campaign was phenomenally done. There were a ton of memorable missions there in most of the phases of the campaign. It was quite long, and so a lot of it was memorable despite the multiplayer Warzone and DMZ being subpar at best. But here in the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, you see us fighting here on prison in Verdansk, so it was refreshing to be, you know, shooting in some familiar territory. That was nice, but overall the campaign was just a little boring. It didn't really flow all that much. It was just really slow paced, very slow moving. The gunplay was good, and one particular note is that the combat was mostly open. So you can pick up guns like as you go, so there was a lot of Warzone elements within the campaign, which was nice, and you can see here familiar territory moving through prison, which was nice. But a lot of the guns that you use, like, had your basic Modern Warfare optics and your feel to it. Very familiar. You could do the tactical stance if you really wanted to. I never did, just because I just don't think it's that great of a mechanic. But overall, the campaign was just very mid. Not a lot of memorable missions to go through here. But the cinematics and the cutscenes were actually very good. You're seeing one of the cutscenes now post-combat, fleeing from the prison in the opening scene. Pretty solid. And the acting was done well. The guys who played Makarov and 141 and the Shadow Company, they all did very well, so props to them. It was a pleasure getting to vibe with them again, as we do during these Call of Duty campaigns at a much deeper level than not. But the guns were good. You did see a lot of Modern Warfare 2 guns in the campaign. A lot of RPKs, a lot of Vaznovs, and guns of that sort. So it was very clear that they want Modern Warfare 2 to have a presence in Modern Warfare 3 as far as the campaign goes. But the storytelling was good. The cutscenes were very decent. But overall, yeah, the campaign was just very mid. Not a lot of memorable stuff to see here. But I will say, the story does get pretty decent. Be sure to watch the end credits. I will say that. Watch through the end credits. There is a cutscene at the end that's definitely worth watching. And again, I think the cinematography and the cutscenes was phenomenally done, as you see here. And the gunplay was good. Gunplay was very good. The visibility was good. The movement as well was very good. It felt nice to slide cancel around familiar stuff. Around familiar territory and all that. It felt very good. As far as that goes, you can see here a mission starting in Urzikstan. So we did have a lot of missions, I think split half and half, basically, between Verdansk and Urzikstan. I don't know if that's a hint in the Verdansk map being added to Warzone or not. But Urzikstan, as you guys know, if you were paying attention to COD Next, is confirmed as being the next Warzone map. So I'm excited to play that, excited to see that. But overall, yeah, it's and if you haven't done the raids in Modern Warfare 2, if you're interested in the plot of the story, I highly encourage you guys to play through the raids and at least the raids if you've played the campaign in Modern Warfare 2. Play the raids after that advances the main story into what we have now in Modern Warfare 3. So be sure to play through the raids if you haven't. They're very fun. Up to 3 players can play, and you definitely need all 3. You can matchmake into them, or you can get your own party. But I highly recommend doing that. But yeah, like you guys see here, this is basically it. I mean, the campaign cutscenes are well worth watching. They are incredibly done. But overall, it's just, I mean, it's a lot of just the same stuff. Some of the missions had pretty decent endings. I will say a lot of high adrenaline, high functioning endings you see. Like right here, a chemical bomb goes off, so you're trying to ascend, you're trying to get out, so you don't become like that guy. So overall, like a pretty good campaign as far as like with some of the missions go, but the flow was just slow, just very, very, very slow. You still had the fight between 141 and Shadow, as well as with Makarov. So you could tell that 141 was definitely bitter with how Graves and Shepard treated them in the Modern Warfare 2 campaign. But overall, yeah, the campaign, it's very short as well. I think I played it, got it through, if I didn't have to take out my dogs halfway through, and if I didn't die as many times as I did, and I was able to go, and this was another thing with the open combat, you can get your loadout in this campaign, so if you had a preset loadout that you want to run in here, you can do it, and you can speedrun the campaign using a preset loadout. But outside of those things, I got it done in about 3.5 hours. And so if I didn't die as much, if I knew what to expect, and if I had my actual loadout guns that I could go in with, I could probably get this campaign done, skip the cinematics, and get it done in probably under 2 hours. It does not take a long time. You can get it done in one good session. It's just, yeah, it's very, very disappointing on multiple levels. Short campaign, probably half the time that the Modern Warfare 2 one was. And yeah, it was just not my all-time favorite campaign. Honestly, I think the OG Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 campaigns flowed better, and were more cinematic, if that makes any sense, or at least more adrenaline racing than these. I guess these are technically more cinematic. But right here, you see we're back on Verdansk on Mill Base, if you guys are familiar with that. So a lot of good throwbacks to what we know and love. I don't know if it's a hint to what's to come in Warzone or not. Or maybe even zombies? I don't know. But we out here, we tried it, we played it. It was a good time. It was honestly a fun time. But yeah, like I said, nothing too impressive. If I'm comparing, you know, these with any of the other campaigns, out of the three, this one's definitely the least. Modern Warfare 19 and Modern Warfare 2 had better campaigns than this. It's your typical run-of-the-mill Call of Duty campaign. Nothing crazy, nothing pioneering like in the previous two. But, you know, it's still fun in its own right. It was still fun to play through, but it's not one I'm going to go back and play. You do get rewards from playing it, so I encourage you to do that for that. You get double XP tokens, you get calling cards, you get operators. So it is worth playing if you want to unlock those different things for your game for when multiplayer comes out in a week on the 11th of November. But outside of that, I'd rate this, I'd rate the Modern Warfare 19 campaign, I think a B-, a B. I rated the Modern Warfare 2 campaign an A- or like a B+ range. And then this campaign, I would probably, my end rating is probably a C-, D+. Just not a lot going on. Lots of cool things like this, though, with the, wire in the bomb, trying to find out what's going on in here. So overall, it wasn't like horrible. It had some good positive moments, such as this. And the No Russian mission, I'll definitely let y'all figure that one out, because I'm not gonna spoil that one on here. I did not put the end credits scene on as well, so not a ton of spoilers here. Go play it though. It's worth playing it, I think. I don't think you should just not play it. I think it's worth playing. A lot of good story, though. The plot was good. It's just a little slow. That's my only big hindrance. It's slow, and the campaign ends very, very quickly. So it was just very, like, the combat is just pretty typical. It's just pretty mid in that regard. So, but the gun shot well. It felt like I could use the higher scopes and really let loose. But yeah, basically all that to say, overall pretty solid, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. So overall, D+, C-. Overall C+, or D+, C-. Not that great. I hope you guys enjoy it, though. If you guys have anything you want to add, any Easter eggs or anything you guys found, be sure to like and subscribe and put that in the comments if you guys like this video. But overall, not that great. I'm very disappointed. I'm hoping that multiplayer and Warzone and zombies exceed my expectations. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching the video. Again, if you like this kind of content, be sure to like and subscribe. But yeah, like I said, it's a campaign, pretty mid. I hope you guys like it. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see y'all in there, baby.